Hey, good morning, all you Merchant Center Mastery people. I apologize, not been around as much. I've been doing some googly things, so I was actually at Google Marketing Live and chatted with some product team people there with a small group of PPCers that they brought in just to kind of talk through feedback of really the platform in general and all that. All that was private, so I can't share what was said specifically. Just that it is a case where Google is listening to feedback, and some of us advertisers are trying to give it in a way that helps everyone, especially for me on the Google Shopping and Merchant Center side. So you might have seen Google Marketing Live. I was a little surprised how little there was about Merchant Center. I think there was nothing about Merchant Center, which is very interesting to me. I actually thought they were going to, talk about how this year was when Merchant Center Next was being rolled out to everyone, blah, blah. So that was kind of interesting, and I wonder if that's a sign that they know that Next is just not ready, which would be awesome, because it's not. But there are some cool things with Next. Reporting and things like that too. So hopefully as they get feed rules, supplemental feeds into that, it'll become more ready for prime time. Speaking of supplemental feeds, I had a friend contact me this week on DM and said, I am so frustrated. I've been beating my head. I'm paraphrasing. I've been beating my head against the wall trying to figure this out. Why won't my supplemental feed match to my products? Like, they built a supplemental feed, and every time they'd push it through, they'd get the error message that it wasn't matching. The IDs were not matching. If you have ever had this happen, there's a very good reason that what I'm about to tell you is exactly the thing that's wrong, and we can fix it in like 20 seconds, and you no longer have to do hours and hours of work and trying to figure that out. So it is a very, very, very simple thing, and it's frustrating, but now you know. So what it is if you have eagle eyes here's an example. One of our clients, I do not have all of the information, so you can't see all of their product data. But one of our clients here, they use Shopify, as do many, many people. And here's the thing that most people don't know: supplemental feeds, and I believe I'm about 95% sure feed rules as well, they're case sensitive. Case sensitive. So what happens, and it's funny because my friend shot a Loom video and he sent it to me and he's like trying to figure this out. And like as soon as I saw in the Loom video, because I've done this before, right? As soon as I saw this, I was like, hey, I know what the problem is. Capitalized US in the supplemental feed. He sent an image later saying like it showed like 681 products had matched successfully. He was like, that was it. Awesome. And so that's the thing to be aware of, is especially if and this happens especially with Shopify because it's that darn US thing. And so all you need to do is capitalize that US so that it actually matches to the ID in your Merchant Center, and then Google's going to match your supplemental feed, and then your custom labels and whatever you want to do are going to match up. So that's the big thing to be aware of, the big simple thing. Supplemental feeds, feed rules, they are case sensitive. So if you're having item ID mismatch issues and you've like looked a million times, you're like, I cannot figure out why these don't match. It might be that you just need to capitalize that little US, or maybe if you have letters in the ID or whatever, maybe those need to be capitalized. Case sensitive. Now you know. Go forth and conquer Merchant Center.